Welcome to Electrified. It's your host, Dylan Loomis. Quick shout out to my newest patrons, Richard C., Daniel S., and Christopher G. Thank you guys for choosing to support the channel. Two quick things to everybody who watched, liked, and commented on the interview with Gene. I just have to say thank you. I really can't fully articulate how appreciative I am for all of your interaction. It means a lot to me. And second, there will be no video from me this coming Friday or the following Monday. My sister is getting married, so we will be going out of town to her wedding. So once again, no video Friday or Monday. And also, just to let you guys know where I stand with this new Tesla legal team. So for me, at my core, I believe in defending for and fighting for the truth. So that seems to be what Tesla is looking to do here. There has been so much slander and libel against Tesla over the past few weeks, and it will continue to get worse. So I do really like this move. However, that doesn't mean there won't be negative consequences or outcome. This will create a lot more noise around Tesla, yes, more than there is already. So we're all just going to have to be prepared for all of that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I think this is a good move for Tesla because once again, they need to defend themselves, put out the truth, and fight for what they believe to be true. And trust me, I understand how easy it is to think, oh, this is a terrible idea. It's just going to cause a lot more distraction and Tesla should just focus on the product and the customer and all of that. I hear you. However, that doesn't take into the consideration the fact that we don't live in a perfect world. There are now plenty of people that don't like Elon, don't like Tesla, and are attacking Tesla and Elon, and that can't go unpunished. If Tesla doesn't do anything to stand up for itself, then those attacks will just keep coming, and probably more and more if there aren't any consequences. So, like I said, we don't live in a perfect world, so there's no perfect solution, and Tesla just can't be this company that everybody, supports. It'd be great, but that's not the reality we live in. And yes, of course, I'll need to see how this Tesla legal team will be executed and how it operates, but I just want to say, in theory, I'm definitely supportive of the idea based on the information that we have right now. Why? Because at its core, it seems to be standing up for and defending the truth. What is that truth? Well, that Tesla is not a perfect company. I'm not at all arguing that. However, weighing the pros and cons, it is still overwhelmingly, in my opinion, a mission worthy of supporting. And in the spirit of taking a stand with regard to this situation, I just want to be clear, I am a believer in the idea of innocent until proven guilty. I've been a sports fan my whole life, and I have seen so many instances where famous figures are thrust into situations like this where we don't have all of the data, the full context of the conversations are not available. And so to right now paint Elon as some sort of sex offender creep is, in my opinion, just totally absurd. Now, having said all of that, let's say this goes to court, becomes public, and Elon did some questionable stuff. It really wouldn't change anything for me from a Tesla investor standpoint. I don't invest in Tesla, and I'm not a fan of Tesla because of Elon's moral compass. It's because of the product, the financials, the addressable market, the mission, all of these fundamental things to the business. It has nothing to do with Elon's personal life. To be honest, I could not care much less about Elon's personal life. And while Elon is one of the most gifted humans to walk this planet, at the end of the day, he is still just that, a human, with flaws and urges and desires just like you and me. So to paint him out to be this perfect person that you should, worship is taking it way too far, in my opinion. Once again, no matter what happens with all of this noise, I am still a believer in the fundamentals of Tesla, and nothing really will change that unless the fundamentals of Tesla change. And lastly, yes, ideally, I would love for Tesla to be more of a peacemaking type of company, maybe tone down the political agenda, less rhetoric, less divisiveness, all of that. However, at the end of the day, I personally trust Elon and his team's judgment that now is the best time to make a move like this. And while yes, now there will be a small minority part of the population that is super loud talking about how they're never going to buy a Tesla, they hate Elon and all of that, just remember, in the long run, most people are not thinking like that. They're just going to buy the product that has the best value. So as long as Tesla continues to execute on the fundamental business of producing products that people love, they will be just fine. Many of you know when I pick a sponsor to link up with, I try to bring you a great discount and a product or a service that could enhance your life. And today is no different, so shout out to Birch Living for sponsoring today's video. Many of you also know I'm all about health and wellness, and listen to this, if you live to 75, you will, on average, spend 25 years of it sleeping. So hopefully most of that will be on a mattress and not in the doghouse, fellas. Birch is a premium mattress in a box company that makes mattresses and sleep products that are stylish, comfortable, and environmentally conscious. So why Birch? Well, they're premium and sustainable, exactly my speed. Birch also ensures their materials are produced and harvested sustainably. Birch's Luxe line, which is what Ash and I went with, is made with organic cashmere, wool cotton, and 100% natural latex, created with cooling and support in mind. Ash will tell you I'm a heat box when I sleep, so Birch's focus on breathability is key for me, and this mattress was a breeze to set up. Birch will deliver your mattress right to your door for free in the United States. With Birch, you also get a 100-night sleep trial and a 25-year warranty. So check this out. Birch has offered Electrified subscribers $400 off and 2 free Eco Rest pillows if you make your purchase using my link in the description below. Also, feel free to share that link with anybody else that may be looking for a new bed, and thank you to Birch Living for sponsoring today's video. We get some good news coming out of Giga Shanghai from an internal memo. Tesla has plans to restore production at Shanghai to the level at which it had operated before the COVID shutdown by Tuesday, tomorrow. Reuters saying Tesla will more than double its daily output to 2,600 EVs at Shanghai from Tuesday, which compares to around 1,000 produced on Monday, according to the memo, and would bring Tesla's weekly output to around 16,000 units. Tesla had planned to have returned to these levels by May 16th, but delayed that target by a week. And while this chart is showing deliveries from Shanghai for the first quarter, as you can see, 16,000 a week would be 64,000 per month, putting it back on track pre-shutdown. But I'll be honest, at this point, I don't really see Tesla pulling off Q2 production or deliveries being on par with quarter one. Why? Because let's say, all right, Shanghai does 5, 10, 15,000 in May. Then in June, best case scenario, they do ramp back up to 65,000. Well, for the quarter, that's gonna have them roughly 50 to 55,000 short. Austin and Berlin aren't making up that difference. Maybe Austin and Berlin for the quarter are somewhere between 5 and 15,000. And then you of course have Fremont, who has been reportedly ramping up production, but can they make up that, between 20 and 40,000 car difference? I'd say it's possible, but I'm not going to hold my breath. But remember, ultimately, none of this short-term noise even matters. Just think about 2023, 24, 25. Will Tesla be bigger then than it is now? The answer is yes. Okay, let's move along. And just real quick, I'm not sure why this Brianna Wu is getting so much attention. She's been putting out disinformation on Tesla for years now, but just to point out one of her tweets in this thread about Tesla, she said Tesla stock may be worth $150. Well, doing some quick math, that would put Tesla's PE ratio at 10 using this year's earnings. And remember, Tesla is growing its earnings around 100% per year. So no, this is just crazy talk. And then she says people are actually going to start asking the questions like how profitable is each car that Tesla sells? Well, that would be great for more people to ask this question because the answer is 3 to 5 times more profitable than any legacy automaker. The point here, don't waste your time with this thread, and remember there are plenty like this because now attacking Tesla and Elon is becoming something for people to do to get more social clout, and it is what it is. This beast was spotted in Michigan over the weekend. I just wanted to point out though, no, this is not a new gold or a champagne color, although that could be cool, but stainless steel can be reflective depending on the light and the surface that it's sitting on. So no, we're not looking at a new Cybertruck color option, at least not yet. And here we have Tesla filing plans for its diner drive-in movie theater at 7001 Santa Monica Boulevard. Project description, supercharger diner and drive-in. The project site is on a half an acre and it will be on the existing Shakey's Pizza restaurant, which will be demolished. And listen to this, it says, finally, there will be 2 movie screens for viewing by people charging their cars and or eating at the restaurant. The movies or shows will be features lasting approximately the same amount of time as it takes to charge charge a vehicle around 30 minutes. And a decorative bamboo landscape screen will be planted on the property lines to frame both movie screens. The operational hours for the drive-in movie theater will be from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. pursuant to the commercial corner standards. And go ahead and pause the screen if you'd like to, but here are some more renderings of what this diner drive-in will look like. It should definitely be a really cool gathering spot for Tesla fans. So over the last few days, there have been a few different reports of Tesla fires, and I go back and forth whether I should even mention it, because the truth is there are non-Tesla car fires every hour globally. They just don't get reported on like they do with Tesla. However, in this case, I'm choosing to bring it up because I am starting to think that it's time for Tesla to have a PR department that could work and get out ahead maybe of this Tesla legal team to avoid some of that litigation and legal action. So far, I haven't seen the result of any investigations into these incidents, so we don't know. Did somebody set these cars on fire because they hate Elon and Tesla, or was it actually a Tesla problem? We don't know, so withholding judgment. What we do know is that Teslas do not catch on fire more than any other non-Tesla vehicle, but at this point, I just wanted to say it does seem like a good time for Tesla to start a PR department. They're already doing stuff like this in the Chinese market, and it seems like it's time to start doing this elsewhere as well. And don't forget, all Teslas do have mechanical releases in case there is no power to the vehicle. From Drive Tesla Canada, it looks like the second shift at Giga Berlin is official and supposed to start today, the 23rd. They'll now have 2 shifts running from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. And this source also said that Giga Berlin is now adding the tow hitch to the Model Y to be a standard accessory, and that deliveries with this factory-equipped tow hitch will start in the 3rd quarter this year. In case you missed it, there is this documentary on Netflix titled Return to Space featuring Elon and SpaceX, and one of my best friends who is not a Tesla fan watched it and said that he loved it. And lastly, the EPA has started looking for applications for its new Clean School Bus program, looking to spend $5 billion on the initiative. However, it's not all great, as the EPA is not requiring the replacement buses to be all electric. It will also pay for buses powered by propane or compressed natural gas, as long as they're new, model year 2021 or newer. So it's not perfect, but it's something. Don't forget to check out Birch Living, linked below, if you or anyone you know needs a new mattress. Please like the video if you did. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and a huge thank you to all of my Patreon supporters.